All right, welcome to Pacer Chat. We missed you guys. We were gone for a week. I was a little occupied. I was in the middle of a race, and Bobby Joe was preparing to go to a race, and so there was no way we could fit it in. So we missed a week, but we threw in a bonus one at the beginning of the week. So if you missed the recap of the Cross Florida 200, you could see that. So Bobby Joe sprung it on me right before we started about, hey, remember when Joe Fuller used to take a while to put his results up? And I actually texted him today. I'm like, what's the over/under on how long it's going to take for Jeff Leninger to get the results up for this race? and Joe's like, I used to be like that, and then I got a desk job. All right, so we lost Bobby Joe really quick. Hopefully she jumps back in. We just got her circle up there. So welcome. We got Kevin in the chat. Kevin was out there at the he was crewing out there for a Cross Florida 200, and he did a great job of getting his runner to the finish. We'll talk about the WTF podcast a little bit later on, but they go into long detail on that. So Kev, that was an ultra marathon podcast, but it was good. I loved it. So luckily I had some long road trips, got to listen to that podcast. So we also got Katie Jenkins. Bobby Joe is back. Kevin saying, let's go. All right. We're hoping she stays on. So, all right. We got a lot to cover today. There's all kinds. We got to recap 2 weeks, starting with Tampa Bay 100. We got a Cross Florida Bulldog, Tunnel Hill. And then we got a bunch of races coming up this weekend in Florida, including Colt 45, Legacy, Last of Felascans, some big races outside like JFK, St. Louis Skeeter Scoot, and then FedEx, USATF, and then a bunch of stuff to cover after that. So I think we're going to go back, start with the oldest race we have, Tampa Bay 100. We're going to talk about that really quick. We had a front row seat to that race. We were actually live streaming it, and that was that was fun. It was
feels like it was so long ago.
Oh, it was weeks ago. So we had fun with it. So we didn't have enough cameras out there. We struggled a little bit. We did get some help from Kevin. Was on camera, so he got us a lot of good. He's great on camera. I love having Kevin. We'll take Kevin to any event we go to. He just has some good things. So, all right, some good stuff happened at the Tampa Bay 100. Great job, Joseph Fuller, putting on another great race. And we had full aid stations with warm food, which we were pretty excited about. All right, so let's go. What's that? Yeah, we didn't have cots on my. I mean, you could have slept on my couch. I had an air mattress in there, but you could have slept. Yeah, we did have sleeping headquarters if you wanted sleeping headquarters at my house. So, all right. So great race on the male side, right off the lead, almost a whole race. Andrew Kelly shot out of the start of the race and just took off. Ran a great race. He did get challenged by Eric Kalina. Eric Kalina took off a little bit slow, but by the time they hit Dunedin, right around 54 mile aid station, Eric literally popped up right on him, and they ran together into my aid station at mile 54. And then they left, and then they kind of ran together a lot down Golf Boulevard, and they would come into aid stations. Eric would catch up to him, and then fall a little bit behind and catch up to him. They're talking about my bathroom on here in the chat if you're listening to the chat. Andrew put up a pretty good lead. Eric had some bathroom issues late in the race. He pulled it all together, and he put a charge on at the end and got within 5 minutes of Andrew Kelly at the finish. So Andrew broke the course record, 17:17. The old course record was 18:33. So it was an hour record, hour course record for him. But then Eric Kalina was 5 minutes behind him at 17:22. These guys kind of led off the front. And then it was almost another 3 hours before the third male came in, Craig Rosaro. And then Mark Gilman was fourth. And then John Reed had a great from 2024 to 2025, he knocked out a huge chunk of time on his results. So he got really fast in the last year. So congrats to John. I was kidding him when he came in because I was watching his video from the year before, and he hit my house in the dark. And then when I saw him come into my house, it was still daylight, like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, it's a much different coming in here. And he was laughing about that. So while we're talking about John Reed and his wife Lindsay, they make these badass hats. You'll start seeing them around. I was wearing mine at the Cross Florida 200. I know Aryon had his on the what is it? The Bear and Boar. Yeah, I always get the animals mixed up. I saw Greg Lawson spotting one. Joseph Fuller had one at the finish line of the Tampa Bay 100. So they're going to get those. They're going to get those hats up online, and so I think they're pretty cool as a cool Florida hat. So on the female side, you remember the female?
Before we switch to the males, shout out to Layla for crewing Andrew Kelly the entire time on her bike. So
Yeah. So she did a century ride on a beach cruiser. It had no gears. She did it on a beach cruiser, a century ride, 100 miles on the beach.
She didn't skip streets. She didn't cut corners. She did the whole place.
Pretty crazy. So some other good guys in there. Harry Craig had a good run. Trying to think. They had a lot of finishers. They actually didn't have that many.
With Joe's stats, because we remember this started, 50% of these people were first-time 100-mile starters.
Yeah.
So,
It was pretty amazing. If you looked at the results, the older first-timer guys, like 40 to 60 years old, they seemed to finish the race with no problem. The younger kids, the 20-somethings that thought they were badasses and had the camera crews following them, they kind of struggled out there.
They had a learning experience.
And I feel sorry for the girl who she was at my house and her feet was full of blisters. And I go, did you lube up your feet? And she's like, no. I go, what'd you use to lube up your feet? She goes, what do you mean? I go, didn't you put any lube on your feet before the race? She goes, no, ChatGPT didn't tell me to do that. And I'm like, what? She goes, yeah, I asked ChatGPT what I needed to finish a 100-mile race and didn't tell me anything about lubing my feet.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, I wonder what it did tell her. I wonder what else it did
tell her. Luckily, Greg Lawson was there, dude. Her feet were toast. I mean, so many blisters.
I would like to see the entire ChatGPT.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it's all on the live stream. I think I was recording on the live stream. I think it's on the second one. So, all right, let's skip. Let's go over to the female side. This was a great race. My pick for the race, I picked Lindsay Vera to win it. And Lindsay Vera did win it. She's been running good all year long. She had a great Dirty Bear run in PTC, and she just cruised. She took her time off the start. I believe it wasn't until she hit the marathon mark at the Courtney Campbell that she moved into first place. I think who was the girl that was leading at that point? Monica. Monica was up.
Monica was in the lead. Monica spent a long time in that aid station.
Yeah.
So the females did move around a bit, first through fifth place throughout the course. Versus the men.
So Lindsay cruised to first place in 24:18. And then the one we were all excited about was Emily. And I think Emily's in the chat. Man, she hung in there, moved up all day long, stayed consistent, had a hell of a crew. She did really well and finished. And we were all excited to see her finish second place. And
some of those sound effects Shay has, some cheers and some whistles and fireworks.
Yeah, I think I was most excited that she needed a shirt, and Kevin gave her his shirt, so she finished in a Pacer travel shirt. I don't know who I need to give a shirt to. I don't know if Emily kept that shirt or Kevin got it back. Either one, I owe one of you guys a shirt. So just let me know who gets the shirt. So that y'all got one. So yeah, so Emily crushed it. It was good to see her.
And this was a very important race to her too. This had a lot of meaning to her in her recovery. So
yeah. Emily, you're in the chat. Did you reach your goal on what you were trying to raise money for? I know you were fairly close when the race started. I just didn't see it afterwards. So yeah, just let us know if you hit it. Michelle Taylor was third place, and then fourth was Rosalie. Rosalie was up there pretty much most of the day, and she ran well. She was top 3, top 4 all day long. So then you had some other good finishers. Stephanie Miller got it done for the second time, and Salt Shack. Trying to think who was else in there. Tim Purell. So it was great race. It was good to see the locals out there. You guys kicked butt. So congrats to you. So Emily said they raised $300 more during the race. So she is good. So that is good to hear. So congrats on that. So all right, that's Tampa Bay 100. I got one more picture from Tampa Bay 100. This is Andrew Kelly at the finish line sporting the Pacer Travel shirt. So and Layla. So
this is like Pacer Travel seen around town.
Yep. So we're if you got it, send in those pictures. We love to see them. So all right. You want to do Bulldog next, or you want to do Cross Florida?
I'll do Bulldog and over with. Let's see. So we had the Bulldog 48 hour, the Hootn Bulldog 48 hour, 24, 12, and 6 down in Miramar, Florida. And Amy put on a great race. The logistics for a 48 hour or for like a track race are a lot easier than point to point across Florida or urban ultra, but just securing a track is way harder than it should be. So the locations did have to change. It was originally supposed to be at FAU, but this was great. We had real bathrooms just off course, which is nice, and a good little crowd. But the aid station was great. Lots of good food. She had bubbles and tattoos, and we were she wanted to give it the good old javelina feel. So it was a party down there. The big events probably in the 48 was when our friend Loanne came within 674 feet of qualifying for Team USA for the 24 hour during her first 24 hours of a 48 hours. So she'd been pacing for 48, maybe a little faster, but she was taking breaks, and she was just working hard like she always does. And then they started asking questions. Justin started asking questions, what does she have to get in 24 hours? And for the lowest tier, it's 125 miles. So she just picked it up and she did what she does at the end of a race, even though it was the middle of the race, and just dropped it down and gave everything she had, but came up, it was literally a quarter of the section of the track too short. Slept for an hour, came back and won with 201 miles, 201.8 miles. Other females you had Sandra Powell, 141. Sandra also set the record for she's 68, so she set the age group record for the 48 hour. She has some other age group records, and she's in multiple Team USA member. And then Janet Napolitano in third place with 114.59. Christy Medina with 113. That was her first 100 miler. And then I came in with 105.6. So, and I walked almost the entire time.
I was pushing her. I'm like, you can't stop at 100. You got to go 105 at least, and you'll move up like 3 or 4 spots.
It's like, so I couldn't run because of my Achilles, but my feet hurt so bad. That track was hard. And Amy says it wasn't hard. We all say it was hard. We're the ones that were out there. It wasn't as hard as the dome, but it was hard. So it just the bottoms of my feet. When you're walking too, you're putting more, you have more ground contact time, so your feet are taking more of a beating. So on the men's side, we had Nels Matson, 181.94. No surprise there. Alan Miller was 103.4, and Matthew Silsby was 102.41. Don't know the 24-hour.
I got it right here.
Yeah. Okay. In there. So you got the 24-hour one. How do I get
Yep.
there? Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had Chris Stengel ran a great race, 110.
Yeah. Chris was saying the whole time, one and done, one and done.
One and done.
So yeah, he didn't start walking until well into the 24 hours. And we started at 4 p.m. on Friday. They started at I believe 8 a.m. on Saturday. Karen Lebetsky, same thing. She did a lot of power walking. And said, nope, don't want to ever do this again. And it's a different mental beast to go around.
Yeah. And Karen's a beast. Karen, we talk about Karen. I think me and Chris were talking about Karen before the race, and she's such a legend, man. She doesn't get enough props for how fast she is for, being 54 years old. You look at her Daytona 100 times and stuff like that. Go through her Ultra sign up. She is fast. So yeah. I know Chris was nervous about racing her.
No, yeah, they both were really steady. They both were great, and they both were miserable. So it was fun to see because you have me and Lo and Nels. We do these races a lot, and this guy right there, I helped him.
Yeah.
He had a major blister on his ankle. It was so bad. It was shooting out the side. It was his first. He got 70 miles, which was a PR for him. That was Christy right there. I didn't
realize Elizabeth was in the race. I just saw the results before we jumped on. So she was on
with her afterwards. That was really nice. We and her and Joey Lichter, we were all had a little powwow. Super nice. It was fun talking to her. And some of the stuff she's done. And the reason we think she's so new to Ultra is because she was in Italy for a while. So yeah, she ran a lot of ultras over there.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, I don't know about a lot. She ran a few, maybe.
Yeah, because she first came on our radar at what is it? The Backyard Ultra. Yeah, that's at Dupree, and she had talked about how she had never run more than 26 miles or something like that, or more than like 30, 40 miles. So. That's why we thought she was.
They were short. She was talking about some ultras she had ran over in Italy. So I don't know.
And she did well. I think what did she hit at?
Without sleep. So.
Yeah, and she did well at.
Yeah, that's funny. She probably has it under different names as well because we were asking her about that. Because not all of hers are under that name.
Okay. Yeah, because she had done Keys. She was down at Keys too.
Yep, she was at Keys, and But no, yeah. So she ran in a sweatshirt almost the entire time, even though it was hot the second day. I mean, it was probably 85, 90, and she had a sweatshirt on the whole time. She says she gets cold, so there you go. But yeah, Lo and Nels crushed it. Even though Nels took a 6-hour nap the second night.
He took that out of my playbook right there. So yeah, here's a winner here. I texted Bobby Joe. I go, is Nels just really tall or is Lo really short, or is it a combo of both?
I guess that looks like for a second like Lo is standing on her toes, but
she's right. She is. So I told Nels before the race, in my race I had hit 160 miles at the 48-hour mark. And I'm like, that's what you need to hit, Nels. And so he did it with a 6-hour nap, just kind of showing off.
And he put on a great race. So if anybody's interested in, next year, go on down. And it's easy. You pack up your tent and you don't have to worry about getting lost. And You're great.
Yep. And lots of warm food at the aid station.
Lots of warm food. Oh, the cafecitos. Luis Coco came and brought some Cuban coffee. We had the Cafe Bustelo little shots with the sugar. Oh, I had like 5 of them.
We should have gave you a camera.
Oh,
all right. So that's Bulldog. Congrats all those for the winners. Nice job out there. I think those were a couple of course records, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, they didn't do the 45-hour last year, or 40.
Okay, so yes, it was our new course record.
Yeah, the 24.
I don't think they did. They didn't do a 24 last year either.
They had to cut it down to the 12 because they weren't allowing her to use the track overnight at the last location.
Okay.
Yeah, because last year it was supposed to be 12 and 24, and it ended up just being the 12 and the 6. And Mike Melton would like me to point out, so we'll shout out to Mike, who's on the 48-hour top performances with 2.24 miles there. So
yeah, I see. Like I always see, like nice job. I mean, I think there was the pictures I was showing were from Mike Alberts. And I think Mike Alberts kept taking pictures of Mike sleeping, man. But I mean, it's a 40-hour race, man.
Mike slept a lot that race.
Yeah. So
Mike was out taking pictures. The volunteers that showed up, especially the first day and a half, were great. Katie was out there. Like Lewis's son was taking photos. So I don't know if she'll put those up, but that'd be nice to see how he did, because he was getting some really nice angles. And Sandra Valines and her husband was out there. JD came out the second or the third day, I guess. So that, a good show for the South Florida people. Really
good show of volunteers. All right, let's go Cross Florida 200, which started last Wednesday. And I'm gonna be honest, I can't. Me and Bobby Joe were talking about this ahead of time. There's a lot of chatter about the aid stations and stuff, and so we're gonna point you to the WTF podcast. They did a great job of breaking down the race with the aid stations. So go to them. Where's the Finish podcast? They talked with what was her Jada. And so Jada broke down they were at every aid station. I can't talk too much about the aid stations because a lot of the aid stations weren't set up when I went through. Early on in the race.
Thing to say, they should have been, because you guys were below course record pace. Slower than course record pace. So if they used course record pace and some to say this is when I should have set up the aid station.
But to put it on Jeff, I think he realized me and Julian didn't need aid stations. We weren't even doing anything at the aid station, so it bought him a little bit of time. I wasn't depending on it. The ones I did hit, I didn't. Aid station number 4, I did have warm ramen, and Jeff did. Actually, I didn't even eat it, but Jeff warmed up. I had potatoes. Jeff warmed it up. At Joe Miller's aid station, I brought a box of what are they, Bubba burgers, and so I left it with him, and he cooked me up a burger at his aid station. And then other than that, I think at Moss Bluff, I had a great egg bacon sandwich from the aid station workers, the ones driving the giant RV. And then she made me another egg sandwich up at Buckman Lock, because they hadn't even opened up the aid station yet. And she's like, "Oh, I can go in the RV and cook you an egg sandwich." But other than that, like I knew what to expect, and I wasn't. So I'm like, we're bringing all our own stuff, and that's what we did in the race. So great race. Started out. Pretty much a lot of people know the results. We'll go over it. We had some sightings of the Pacer Travel shirt at the start line. There's Brandy wearing it with Andy. And there I am at the start. And then here's a picture of us in the canoes. So Blake, me, and Julian going across the river.
Did you guys paddle yourselves?
No. I mean, if you wanted to, Julian had a paddle with them, but there was someone paddling in each canoe.
Yeah,
So Ron was
Julian's paddling. I'm like, is that a
Julian was paddling. So it was kind of to play out the race. We talked about this on was it Tuesday? So you can go to Pacer Travel, go to the live section. You can see we talked with me and Julian, and then we had the 16-year-old that finished in there. So in case you don't know, me and Julian got first, I got second. They finally updated the results. I think I made a stink about it, and it finally shows Julian at the top. Oh, I'm looking like you guys can see what I'm seeing. They finally updated, so Julian is at the top, and then I'm at the second. People kept looking at it, go, "Oh, you won the race." I'm like, "No, Julian won it." Julian won in 57:49. I was second in 60:55. Great race. We ran a great race. Me and Julian pretty much ran a lot of the race together. We started off early on. It's funny, like we were walking early, like we were running it. He was doing a 3-1. And so we would run 3 minutes, walk 1 minute. And every time we would walk in those first couple of miles, we were getting blown by people. And me and Julian were just sitting there, just like kind of laughing. We're like, stick to the plan. And we basically stuck to the plan. We probably had about 40 people in front of us after about 5 miles. And then everyone missed a turn. And luckily Julian was like, we turned here. And I'm like, well, I'm going to say this right off. In the race meeting, the RD, Jeff Leninger, said, take the paved trail all the way to the canoes. But we knew we had to turn there. But I'm like, Jeff told us, take the paved trail. So everyone blew past the turn. And there was a little turn that basically took us off the paved trail for about 2 miles and then brought us back in. But people blew right past it. And I know as soon as we got to that turn, Joe Miller's like, turn. He's texting me, turn. And so we saw Goggins was coming back at us. Like he finally realized he made the wrong turn. And so we actually didn't miss much on it. So it was good. So basically me, Julian, and Blake ran the first, 40 miles together. And then me and Julian just kind of flip-flopped a little bit for the rest of the race. We did meet back up at aid station 7, which was mile 75, and then ran the whole Highway to Hell section together. And then in the beginning, we were chasing Goggins down, and then we were chasing this guy, Dwayne Wolf, down. And that was our goal, was to catch Dwayne. And we finally caught him right before Hopkins Prairie, which is maybe 120-ish. And then we just, that's where Julian caught him. I caught him I caught him at the 88 store. And then we never looked back. Julian took off, ran a great race, kind of took his time because he was watching me. He would sleep. And he told his wife, hey, when Jeff hits a certain point, wake me up. So then I know it's time to go. So he finished. Julian was first. I got second. Vincent Kennedy was third. And Eric Franzek was fourth. So congrats to those. I think everyone that was pretty much at the front were all crewed. Like I don't know where the first uncrewed person came in.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah. I know Ashley Gabbert, who was the first female. She doesn't have much ultra experience. She's out of like the Sarasota area. She killed it, man. I was watching her.
Right? For female.
What's that?
That's a new course record.
Yeah. So that is a new course record. Before it was Elizabeth Meyer on the virtual did it in 69:07, and Ashley did it in 64:11. And then Melissa Witt even went under that course record at 67:04. And then Jada was third in 71:37. So Jada has the fourth fastest time going across the state. So congrats to them. That's great. On the male side, we weren't even close to Fred or Julian's virtual. We think this was harder because virtual, we could have had a crew everywhere. We were so spread. The crew was so spread out that you just couldn't get enough fueling in. It was tough. It was tough.
Right,
So we had a 26-mile section followed by a 22-mile section. It was tough.
You ran out of water a couple of times, didn't you?
Yeah, the 26-mile section, I ran out of water. I think that's probably it. But the first part of the race was my fault. I was only carrying a handheld, and I ran out of water. And I had noted that I was going to take a bladder for the 26-mile section, and Julian did it, and I didn't. And Julian had plenty of water, and that's where he put up some time on me going out of that on that section. So. I was also dealing with some bladder issues, so I was listening to the WTF podcast, and Jada was talking about it, and I'm like, dude, I peed 70 times during that race. Like, it was like that. I had to slow down on the highway from hell because it was every 3/4 of a mile I was stopping to pee. Man, it was miserable. It almost took me out of the race. I honestly didn't know if there was something physically wrong with me or what. So. My wife told me to suck it up, and so I sucked it up and got it done. So no, not 7, Kevin. 70 times. Only three poops. No poop pyramid. So looking at our times, me and Julian weren't that fast. I think I'm the 6th fastest time going across the state. So you had Fred, Julian, Hunter. Julian was 4th fastest, and then James Ebert had 59:12, and then I was 60:55. So what's kind of funny is when I was attempting my virtual, my goal was to beat, what was the time? I think the time was like 62 hours. So I did end up beating that time, but unfortunately, right before I went, Hunter had dropped it down to 57. So I was a little off of Hunter's time, but, I'm happy. I'm happy with what I did. So congrats to everyone. We are trying to figure this out. There's a runner. We're going to pull it up right here. We're still waiting for the results to get put up, but this is Alexandra Maples. We're going to zoom in. Hang on. Let me get to it. We're trying to figure out what they're going to do in this situation. All right. I don't know if you guys can ever zoom in one more time. So this is the 88 store right here, and you're supposed to go up the Green Trail up to Buckman Lock, and it looks like this runner got driven in a car all the way up to Buckman Lock, and then finished out the race. And currently she is 6th female. So we're waiting to see what gets. Rumor has it we heard she's going to get an unofficial finish. In our opinion, that's a DQ. She did cut the course basically, or she got. They were lenient on the rules here. Me and Julian were kind of pissed mid race because there was a runner. The runner we were chasing down was getting aid outside of an aid station. So we caught him. Julian caught him once sleeping in a car. I caught him once sleeping in a car, not outside of an aid station, but along the course somewhere. And they had gotten permission to do it. And in my opinion, you put rules in place and you stick to those rules. So
when did you find out they got permission?
So Julian's wife brought it up to Jeff, and Jeff said they had called him and asked for permission to do it.
And he didn't have any special requirements that would, like medical reasons why he would need.
No. So, I called Bobby Joe at one point because it was section I had my lowest point at. I was taking dirt naps along the trail to get into the 88 store, and I'm coming up to a fire road, and I could see a car with its lights on, and I call Bobby Joe. I go, dude, look at the tracker. Tell me if I move into 2nd place. And she's watching. She goes, you're in 2nd place. I go, that mother. I was pissed. I called Julian, and Julian got really pissed, and he just took off. That's where Julian put up his time on. I shouldn't have called Julian and gotten him pissed. So rules were bent. I don't know, and I followed the rules to a T, and Julian followed the rules to a T. Jada followed the rules to a T. There was rules set in place, so you can't be lenient.
Then it's going to set a precedent for any subsequent years. People are going to be like, well,
Yeah.
last year you let them do this, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even rules
So,
you don't agree with, because we think, in our opinion, you should be able to get aid wherever it's safe to get aid. But doesn't matter if that's what we think the race should have. That's not what the rules say. So
yeah, so they brought this up in the racers meeting, and he was debating whether to allow crew outside the aid station, and I yelled no because it was unfair for us over the uncrewed people. So it would have been easier
unless they had two separate categories.
Yeah.
First place crew, first place uncrewed, so they could do it that way.
Yep. Oh well. So it is what it is. I put up 10 hours from that point. I said something to Bobby Joe, 10 hours over that guy, and we knew it. He didn't have much ultra experience, and so most ultra runners, if you have experience, you wouldn't have done that. You don't bend the rules. You start to learn. You learn the rules of the races. Like if you're running Leadville, yeah, you can have mule, and mule's allowed, and it's actually recommended. But other than that, we just if you've been experienced, you're gonna follow the rule. So, all right. So, congrats to everyone that got that done. So we'll see what happens with this race. It's gonna be interesting.
And if you want more details, head on over to WTF.
WTF, they did a great.
I still got like an hour left, I think, on it, but
it's a good road trip. Good road trip one. I'm looking at Nikki Raina called me. He's like, oh, I'm trying to prepare to listen to the 4-hour podcast. I go, oh, I thought it was just like dead air at the end. And he's like, no. And I'm like, it kept me intrigued. I listened to the whole thing. It was good. It was really good. So, all right. Next, we're gonna go over to Tunnel Hill. I got to figure out where my results are for Tunnel. Here it is, right here. All right.
So records were dropped.
Yeah, you got this one.
Just brought it to this race. As they do,
yep.
It's Tunnel Hill. It's meant for speed, and that's what they do.
So basically, the 100-mile, the course record. So Camille Heron had the course record, and I can't. You know how to say her name?
Catriona Jennings.
Yeah. So
this podcast. So right after this, so. One, he said her name a lot, so that made it easy. And, it was really interesting hearing her perspectives and everything. So
yeah. So she broke the record by 5 minutes, 12 hours 37 seconds. Piper Gray finished second, and Katie Bolus was third. All fast times in there. Phil Young on the male side, 12:03. Who is it? Reese. 12:05. Rob King was 12:16. I'm trying to think. I think Brian Charbonneau was in the 18 hours for that race. He started off strong, ran a decent race. Let's see if I can get the time for.
So new 100-mile world record. So that was her first 100-miler. Did you say that?
Was that her first 100?
That was her first 100.
Okay.
She had done 90K, I think was her biggest before this. She was really into marathons, like a really fast marathoner for a while. And then kind of fell into ultras, because a 50K is only 6 more miles, and a 50 miles only a little bit past that,
Yeah, so Brian Charbonneau was he was 21st overall, 18:13. Molly Farino out of Cape Canaveral, 29:23, and Jeanette Thomas out of Rockledge, Florida, was 29:23. See on the 100 kilometer, if we had any other Florida. Carson Turner, KP Kelly, and Steven Stricker had good races there. And
we
then
also had in the 100K, Courtney Olson set the new American record for 6 hours, 59 minutes, 55 seconds.
Okay. Nice. So, all right.
In the 50 miler too, the Ann Flowers set the new world record time of 5 hours, 18 minutes. So you had world record
Yeah.
setting in the 100K, 100 mile, and 50 mile for the women.
She was in the USATF. So
Yeah, because it's the 50 miles national championships as well, and then she set the world record as well.
Yeah, Brian Charbonneau, he was pacing me during the 200, and so he was talking about Ann Flowers, and I acted like I knew what he was talking about, but I was kind of out of it. So now it makes sense what he was talking about. So
yeah, it's like it's not 100 mile. I don't care.
Yeah. All right. I don't. They had the Landbridge 5K this weekend. So I meant to get pictures up for it. I apologize. But looked like everyone had fun out there. I think Aryon came off of the 444, ran the race. I forget what place he got in.
Won it or something.
I told Craig Betts, I go, he better not beat you.
No, I think he did.
You think he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Aryon won.
Crazy.
Yes,
So
Craig got beat by Aryon. Craig had some excuse. I can't remember what the excuse was.
His girlfriend was in town. Ari won, coming off the 444. So absolutely crazy. So all right, I can't think of it. I can't think of any other race that happened this weekend in Florida. I just can't think of any other race in Florida. So we're going to move to what is upcoming. So. All right, so this weekend we got Colt 45 happening out at Colt Creek State Park. They got a couple different distances out there. They added the I was hoping they hadn't taken the entry list down yet. So they added the 60 miler, I think, last year. And so this was the one I was going to race, and unfortunately I ran the other race. So, but pretty excited. Lucas Vidal is in this race. So Lucas is coming up to run it, and he says he's going to half-ass this race. But dude, that course record is soft. So I think Luke can go get the course record. I'm trying to think who else is in there. They got a bunch of people. Bernadette's running, so we'll see Bernadette out there. Harry Gregg. And then in the 45 miler,
I need to shout out 45 miler, Paul Whitlow, or does he go by Scott on here? That's my buddy Paul. I've been helping him. He's going to run his first 100 at long haul this year. So this is his practice race for long haul.
Okay. Paul Gibbs is running the 45. Mark Polymer. Great list. And then they got the 14 miler. So we'll be out there. What is the course record at Colt Creek? All right. That is a great question. All right. So the course record is 10 hours, 40 minutes for the 60 miler. How do I find the 45 miler?
You got to go on results, and then when you switch it. So Jeff Iosa, 45 miler.
That's one of my only course records is 6 hours, 19 minutes in 2021. So. All right, so we'll be out there. I think we'll be working the Joe Fuller Memorial Aid Station. I think Joe Miller's going to be out there. I'll be out there. Bobby Joe Fuller. Who else is going to be out there? I think Craig Betts reached out to me. He's going out there. So we're going to have fun. So we're going to have
an Indian race, so you know it's going to be fun. So.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a badass aid station out there in the woods. So we're looking forward to it.
Yet another Florida race with aid.
Another great. We're gonna make up signs, making aid stations great again. Coming in. So we're looking forward to it. So it'll be a fun time. So if you're out there, look for us. Come by, say hi. We'll we'll be looking for you out there. All right, next race, you got the Legacy. This is a 60K. What is 60K in miles?
I don't know.
38 miles? 36
every
miles?
Every year I want to do this race, and every year I don't do this race.
So, all right. So this is, okay, I'm bringing this up because I feel like we have a boxing match going on between these two runners, and they just keep duking it, going back and forth. So you got Eric Kalina and Andrew Kelly basically going out there. So let me talk about these two guys really quick. So Andrew Kelly and Eric Kalina, so they both ran Dirty Bear Run. Andrew Kelly got third. Eric Kalina got fourth. Then they both ran PTC. Eric Kalina got sixth, and Andrew Kelly got seventh. Then they ran Tampa Bay 100. Andrew got first, and Eric got second. Dude, these guys this is going to be a match out there. So between the two of them. So I do have a little bit of intel. Desi Wilson's a fast runner, but he's pulling out of the race. He's a little bit injured. Eric's feeling a little bit under the weather. I'm hoping I told him he better get better because it's gonna be a great race. It's gonna be fun to watch.
Runners that are coming back to this. Hopefully they're all recovered and ready to go.
Yeah. So you got Hector Guzman. He's a great guy. I raced Hector. Eric was worried about Hector. I'm like, nah. I've raced Hector up at Moon Over Crew many times. He's great. I love seeing Hector. So yeah, you got Andrew Kelly out there. Lindsay Vera. I think she's going to go out there and have another great race. This is going to be a good matchup. Lindsay Vera versus Sage Lyons. So you guys got to watch this one. I think they're going to be battling pretty well. And don't count out Melissa McGinn. She's another great runner. Jordan Egelin's going to be out there. Jordan, another great runner. Jordan's I told Jordan, man, you need to do this. You need to do the long stuff. You dominate in the long stuff. He just did the back-to-back cross Florida 200, 400 miles. So
we don't have enough 400 milers for him. That's why.
I know. Kerry Graves, CJ's out there. Great list. So I'll be out there. I'm going to be crewing Andrew Kelly out there. So pretty excited. I'll be able to give a good review of that race. What do we got next? We got we got two Florida races, but the next one's Last of Felascans. This one just got interesting because someone just signed up last minute. Can you guess who signed up last minute?
Oh, I know who signed up last minute.
Oh, you know who signed up last minute?
Very much at the Bulldog. We were hoping he would be there. He was supposed to be there. He had some family stuff pop up. But yeah, Matt Clapper will be down at Felascans.
Yeah, so Matt Clapper jumped in. I'm just kind of looking down. I think, I really don't see, I guess my prediction, I don't see this going much over 100 miles. I think between Matt.
Because if Matt had a good assist, then.
Yeah. We're hoping Mike Alberts can push that assist. So I'd love to see these two battle it out. So these two also have battled it out at Tampa Bay 100 a few years ago. They did the Cross Florida 200 together. But Clapper, I mean, he's just a beast when it comes to this kind of stuff. Just toughs it.
A bit of a step back, so he's coming back. He's got a lot of running in him. So
yeah.
Someone else have to take the pictures.
Yeah, I mean, I could be wrong. You all may prove me wrong that it's going to go a little bit longer. So, but this will be fun to watch. This is a Patrick Gallagher race. I think it's Patrick and who's the other RD from down south that does Death at Dupree.
Leo Costa.
Leo's the other one. So Patrick and Leo. So they put on a good race. So Jenkins is giving us a little bit of intel right here. Mike just wants to get over 104. All right. So
well, if they're still going, then 104 is just he's going to have to keep going.
That's good.
At 104.
So is Mike going to run with the camera on him? That's the question.
No, is Katie going to carry the camera?
I think Katie's going to carry the camera. So I think it's going to be fun. It's good. These guys are good friends too. So I think it will be fun to watch them out there. So, all right. got another Florida race, the St. Lucia Skeeter Scoop, but it's not on Ultra Sign Up. I couldn't even tell you who's running it. We might be able to get your results. The JFK.
I think
JFK
running it. You can. It does have the. There's only 22 entered, so it's a very small race right now. So I'm sure if you want a podium, now's your chance.
Yep. All right, so and then you got JFK happening this weekend, the oldest 50 miler in the country. Where do we have that? Did we talk about that? Mm-hmm. No. I didn't know if I had the results up in front of me. I have no clue who's running it. This is on my bucket list. I'd love to see. Who's running this race. It usually have some pretty big guys, and it should be. You should be able to watch a lot of it. So, all right. Yeah, the Skeeter Scoot is on Run Sign Up. It's hard to see the names on it other than Ultra Sign Up.
You hit find a participant, and they're right there.
Yeah. And then if we go out to Arizona, you got the Fat Ox. This is a great race, 1 mile course. And it's
this puts up some big numbers usually.
Yeah, so they have a bunch of races in it. So they got the 100 mile, they got the Mount to Coast 100K. So the Mount to Coast, they're doing that race series that comes with across the years, Jackpot Ultra, Jack Bristol, and then Fat Ox. So Mount to Coast is trying to put together their own series, which is pretty cool. But the interest list, they got some. It wasn't much. I'm trying to think. I didn't recognize too many names. There was one Florida runner. I can't remember what distance he's running. In the USAT.
Yeah, you've got Scott Traer. And
yeah. I saw Scott on there.
Really good. I've ran with Show Gray before at Stinger. He won it 1 year there. He put up big miles. I haven't seen him in a little while. Haven't ran up there in a little while. So I know those names.
All right.
Well, it is a good course to put good numbers in for the 24-hour or the 100-miler people who are looking to qualify for the team for the Team USA.
Yeah, and this should be on. They should be live streaming this one. When is the 48 starts Friday at 8 a.m. 28, 24. So you might tomorrow morning you might be able to start watching some racing. So. The big one will be the USATF Saturday morning at 8 a.m. So they're on a brand new course this year. It's supposed to be a great course. So cool deal. All right. What we're going to go to next. We're all done covering races. Now we're going to the extra stuff. So this is impressive right here. Is the Strava Club thing. Last week's leader, we had 4 people, and this isn't even counting Aryon because his file was too big to put up on Strava. And then even Nels was pretty close to going over 200 miles. We had 2.
Yeah, because Nels recorded his in 2 different. So where it says longest run there, Nels recorded his 48-hour in two 24-hour segments.
Yeah. So you got 4, if we count Aryon, 5 people that went over 200 miles last weekend miles. The leader was Charlotte.
Miles doesn't even register on there because it's that's pretty sad.
Charlotte ran the Cross Florida 200. She was uncrewed, and she ran like a pirate. If you know Charlotte's a legend, marathon legend. She runs PTC, dresses like whatever the theme is. If you go to the 50 States 50 Marathon website, she's right on the front page. But congrats to Charlotte. She did 206.9 miles. I was second with 204.5. I was 1/10 of a mile more than Lowe. And then
Lowe did hers in under 48 hours.
She did. Yeah, running time, we're way up there. So Charlotte, me, and Julian are way up there on time. Lowe had a lot less time out there. Her average pace was 13:51. Mine was 17:58. So Nels had a good. He was up there at 188, and then you had Stork. Chris Stengel was over 100. Bobby Joe was over 100.
Check out my elevation gain.
what was it? Oh, 3,100.
3,100 feet on a track. But granted, look at Chris Stengel had more miles than me, and he had only 56 feet, which is probably more correct.
Chris, are you running with a Coros? Because Aryon was talking about his. I'm like, Aryon, you had 21,000 feet. He goes, yeah, that's not right.
Yes, I was
he's ready yeah, he's like, I'm ready to switch over to Coros.
I just ignore elevation anyways. I know I run flat. I don't need anybody to tell me that.
Yeah, so great job on the Strava. Podcast to listen to this week, Miles and Marty. I think it's Jeff Weiss he had on, an author. So I listened to it this morning. Pretty good podcast. We've also referenced the
WTF.
The WTF, if you want to hear about the Cross Florida 200 in-depth aid station to aid station, you can listen to that. And so, are you showing your Bulldog shirt?
That's my new shirt. Look at Amy did tank tops for the ladies. Like, how awesome is that?
We talked about the You Run You hats. I'm hoping to find out when they're gonna start selling those. It'd be cool to get that Florida hat out. It's a pretty badass hat. I like keeping you guys updated on our YouTube channel, and so this is our recent stats. So we're at, nope, that ain't our recent stats. So, I might not have it on there.
You need to get the subscribers, share with your friends, family, dog, create like 100 YouTube account. We don't care. Just
I don't know if this is it. So, let me take that down. That was from June. Yeah, I don't think I put the new one over. So the new stat is we have 410 subscribers, trying to get to 500. We need 3,000 views. We're at about 2,800. So we're closing in pretty well on that. We're going to probably get some videos done this weekend. So our goal is to get to 500 subscribers. I think by the end of the year.
When people get to 500, 0 to 500 takes a while. 500 to like 5,000 usually happens pretty quick because YouTube starts pushing you through more. The algorithms are showing you more people once you reach that 500 milestone.
Yeah. So we're looking at, I got some yard signs being made up. I'm hoping I'll have them before Colt 45, where you can come up and just, it has a UR code on, take you right to the YouTube channel. I think between live streaming out at the Festivus and stuff, we're hoping to get over 500 by the end of the year. So that's our goal. So help us out, share it. Aryon, the 444, 9 days, 9 hours, 45 minutes.
It was amazing watching him. Listen, I mean, I really liked all his video updates and, narrating it. And really, it was really good.
It was every couple of days I would just call him, and he just wanted to talk to people. Because he would keep me on the phone for like 10, 15 minutes, and we would just chat. The Bear and the Boar. So this is his FKT, 444 miles. This was something that was dreamt up by Shay, and then Aryon asked if he could do it, and so he's the first one to do it. Pretty badass. Where's this video? I was giving him crap about this video. I'm hoping you guys can hear this video.
No. I mean, I can't. I don't know if it comes through different on YouTube versus StreamYard.
All right, well, go to Aryon's page. You can see the video. He just looks so dead in that video. So
and he only had his wife was his solo crew for the whole.
Yeah. I mean, he had people stop out there. I think Scott Hoover ran some sections with him and stuff. Right. And a lot of times he could go home and sleep, and then other times he was sleeping out there. So we're hoping this becomes. His goal was to set the FKT reasonable so that people could go out and break it. So we're looking forward to getting more people out.
Next. This is your baby.
Yeah, we're hoping Shay will jump out there on her child FKT, so the thing she birthed. So Nice job. All right, couple races coming up. We want to talk about, and we're giving you guys, me and Bobby Joe, we talked about we want to give you guys time to sign up for these races. So one of them is, so this is Emily's co-RD for the this Ain't Your Mother's Trail race. And this is being held the end of January. So go sign up for this race the last Sunday in January. We're giving you guys some distances, sometimes the 50K trail races, and then they have a marathon as well as a 12K and 7K. So this would be a great race up in that area. Love to see this become the biggest 50K in the country. No, in the state. I'm sorry, in the state. All right. Still on Festivus. They did open up some more spots for Festivus. So they do have some spots if you want to go over on Ultra sign up. You can jump on, get some. They were allowed to get some more spots in there. So I'm really looking forward to Festivus. It's going to be.
And if anyone wants a lesson in hot food aid stations, go to these sombrero races.
Kevin will have a hot food aid station at the, I believe the first one we talked about. So I know Kevin's going to be out at Festivus. I think Shay's running Festivus. Festivus is going to be fun.
Or one of Scott Hoover's races. If you're just looking to learn about how the community works and what,
go visit a race. So we're. Festivus is going to be a good time. We'll be up there live streaming. If you're in the Jacksonville area and you want to help us with live streaming, we would love some help. The more cameras we have out there, the better. Just let us know. We'll set you up some times to come out. Really easy to do, and we'd love to get some help out there. And I keep hearing more and more people are jumping into that race. I think Mark Gilman said he's jumping into that race, and so it'll be a blast to watch. I believe long haul is sold out at this point. They got 325 entrants. I believe they're only allowed 300. So you got some. I think it goes to a wait list. After that, do they have a wait list?
There'll be a bouncer at the start line once 300 cross.
All right, here, Jordan. If you're watching this, you're on. You're pending. So you've been pending since November 11th. Go on and get your entry. And then they got 17 people on there. Tommy Grenovich, he's the legend out there. He has the most finishes. Nick is on the wait list at 15th, so we're hoping he gets in there. He told me this morning he was signing up. He wanted to get his 100-mile done early next year.
Nick has known about this race since registration opened. So.
I forget what he was telling me, what he was doing next year. All right, RunFluent Christmas race. Bobby Joe, I feel like we're gonna get podiums.
Kicked by John and Justin is what's gonna happen.
What's that?
We're going to get our butts kicked by John and Justin.
Oh, is there a new team on there?
Yeah.
No.
They haven't registered? They're supposed to register.
Who, John Keir?
And Justin.
Boyle?
No, Loanne's husband. I don't know if they have
the same. Justin's coming out to run? And yeah. John Keir? Nice.
So is John Keir the one that paced her at PTC?
Yeah.
I don't know why they haven't signed up yet, but Justin.
We're gonna make.
Justin even did some laps around the track in lane 6 overnight. He was getting his training in, so I figure we're all still going to be in semi-recovery mode.
We're going out there. We're going to make it a party. We're going to have fun. Come out and spend time with us. Maybe we'll set up a live stream camera, and we're gonna have a blast. So you guys can still jump in on this race. So 7-hour, 2-hour person relay. Let's get some people out there. We're not gonna make it a race. We're gonna make it fun. But once we get in, me and Lo we want to race. But it should be fun. Yeah. The 7 hour looks pretty intense. Vince Carter jumped in there. Aiden St. Charles is coming down to run from Chattanooga. And Gus is coming down from New York. You got some other good runners in there. One other thing I wanted to point out. So he's doing a 4 miler. 22 people signed up. Here's what I like about Chris. So we were looking at a turkey trot to put my kids in. It was like it would have cost us $50 per person for a turkey trot down in Sarasota. I'm like, hell no, not for a 3 mile. Here's what I love about Chris Stengel. 4 mile youth under 18, $20 for a race.
Yeah, $10.
Yeah. So if you have a kid that wants to go run a race, take them out to this race. Under 18, $20 for a race, dude. Props to Chris Stengel for that, man. So that's awesome. So I think my daughter's going to run the 4 mile, so it'll be fun. But
I saw videos of training.
For what?
Of her training.
Her training. I told my daughter I wouldn't buy her running shoes until she ran 10 miles. So she was at 1 mile, and then she went out and did 2 miles, and it was dark out. So my wife drove behind her in the car and taking video of her. And some neighbors like stopped her and were like, "Dude, is that car following you?" And they're like, no, that's my mom. And then she went out to tell him, she's like, "My dad's making me run 10 miles before I get a new pair of shoes." So
with no context whatsoever.
With no context whatever. I'm a little slave labor. So hey, you know who has the fourth fastest time out there in the 7 hour? Craig Betts, 2023. So, all right. What are we at? We're at 100 and we're at an hour and 6 minutes. So I think we covered everything. Again, I'm going to try and, Pacer Travel. We are a full scale travel company. So if you need any travel booked, I know Nick was planning a trip out to Arizona, and I'm looking at rental cars for him. So I can do rental cars, hotels. I just booked a honeymoon couple down to Sandals for an all-inclusive resort. I had clients get off a cruise. Ship during the Tampa Bay 100, and we were live streaming. You could see the cruise ship. You could see Marty was filming the cruise ship coming in, and I had clients on that cruise ship on Royal Caribbean. So listen, if you're planning on travel, reach out to me. My phone number's in the notes. And just say, "Hey, we're looking at going here. Can you do anything for me?" So like Nick asked, "Hey, can you look at airfare?" And I'm like, airfare, I can't really, I can look at it for you, but I can't get you any, I can't, it's hard for me to book airfare. But like other times he's like, "How about rental car?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can do rental car pretty easy. I can do hotels pretty easy. Disney, anything at Disney."
And what's the best part?
What's that?
And what's the best part?
The best? It doesn't cost you any money, and we work. Yeah, it's free, and all we work off is there's a commission. So when you book through like Kayak or something like that, you're paying Kayak the commission. Now, when you book it through me, you're paying me the commission, and that money, look, I'm not looking to make a career out of it. We're just putting the money back into this business and making shirts. So you all got shirts and doing the live streams and the chat. So any bit of traveling you're doing, reach out to me. I'll tell you if I can do it or not do it, or if you can get a better deal somewhere else, and just let me know. So, all right. Phone number's in the comments. Reach out, and good luck this week. Whoever's racing, wherever you're racing, we'll see you out there at Colt 45. I'll see you out at Legacy. It's going to be a fun weekend. So, all right. So, Kev, we're still looking for a call line. So if you can come up with a good tagline for me, I don't want to take yours. I love a good sign off. I'll have to work on that. So. All right. Talk to you guys. Let's see you guys next week, or see you guys this weekend. Bye.